out the dusty old guitar. I'm on my way, y'all. See y'all there. There we go. Got two guitars. I barely fit all over on the cart. Right. We're going to go down to the DA's office and protest against injustices that we're seeing all the way up the chain. The DA and the AG and all of them have a responsibility to uphold their oath to the Constitution and the people. And what we're seeing is a lot of not that. So, we'll see. You think I'll have a million cops show up for me? I don't know. We'll find out. Find out how many cops on this show. I doubt it. I've protested down here several times. I'm telling the other protesters that, you know, I'm protesting as press, but that, you know, it's time to do it, to protest for justice. Some of the same protesters are facing charges for their First Amendment right. I'm sorry that if the radical right doesn't support protesting, they won't be able to protest. That's the problem with that. We all share rights is the problem with all that. It is quite a quandary, I know. It's quite a quandary. The opposite supply. Alright, there's a dusty old guitar right here. We're going to see if it can make it down the street. I'm going to turn it upside down. I'll stick it in there. It's not going to be any better, trust me. I need a bigger cart, y'all, a new cart. This one was gifted by the curb. I need a new one. It would be nice if people would share, show up, get more involved, and stop being such a bunch of sheep. But hey, it's cool. I got this. I wanted to get here a couple hours ago, or even this morning, but we all have our duties to uphold. I swore an oath to take care of my personal taken care of too. The police swore an oath to us. There's trash everywhere. Watching this thing how it rides. It's not an ideal trailer pack job, but I wanted to bring old Bessie along. Old Bessie. Why not? Look at these pretty ones. Some kind of rock roof. And these guys, I like them. They're like mini sunflowers. They're really pretty. Anyhow, so once they go to seed, just grab a couple seeds and put them in your pocket. Put them anywhere. Put wildflowers everywhere. Bring love everywhere that you go. I mean, I know it's hard in times of Great Depression when you're just surviving to like be able to afford to bring love, but there are many ways to do it. There are low emotional cost ways to do it, like simply just picking seeds of wildflowers and putting them elsewhere, helping to propagate them instead of just in one spot. Don't take them all. You got to be conservative about it. You got to conserve. The only thing good about conservation is when you're conserving your money, conserving the earth, conserving your rights, conserving justice, preserving and proclaiming justice. I mean, even if you're religious, right, you understand that those were God's words. Talked about all that justice stuff and taking care of the poor and taking care of those less fortunate. Here's a bear safety information. Bear safety information. Conserve the bears. Preserve the bears. I know that in some places they shoot bears. They euthanize bears. Relocation is preferred. You can get a bear far, far into the wilderness. People in the wilderness have to know that they have to beware of bears. Lions and tigers are high. Okay, sorry, just adjusting my... I got a sling bag with my camera gear. Probably more camera gear than I need. I just grabbed what I needed to. This is my... What is it? My third day of protest this week? Fourth day? I forgot. It's the third or fourth. Does anybody remember? I haven't even been able to update my live stream thumbnails or titling. I've had issues with the app that I always say is related to, again, your government, your police out of control. Don't forget your government is your police too. Your government totally doesn't have legs and arms to grab you and to roll up on you without the police state. So the government and the police state are one and the same. So if you're wanting to doge your government, if you're wanting to look for fraud, waste, and abuse especially, you have no further to look than the police. That's where you should start. If you haven't started there, if you believe that they should be given more money than they need just because they asked for it and lied to you about how they were underfunded, they have more money than they ever had. They have more officers than they ever had. They had too many officers already. And they can show 10 deep for a homeless person or to rape a homeless female in the streets of Austin. You've given them too much authority, and too much money, too much budget, too many toys, too much anonymity, too much qualified immunity. You have made your government corrupt. You can make your government corrupt. I could make you corrupt. I could stick you in Kuwait, pay you $200,000 a year, and tell you to watch a monitor and be our IT admin, but just to watch a monitor. And you could just sit there and, play Vines all day, play reels and shorts, and you could just do nothing, get drunk, do everything you wanted, because I've given you the authority and the immunity and the moolah, the bacon, the cabbage, the cheese, and you would become a corrupt. You could become a corrupt police officer. You can become a corrupt official very easily if you have no ethics. So it's a matter of who's going to control us, all of us, Austinites, Latin people, well, maybe not Latin, what do you call it, Latinx, indigenous people, which is not the same thing. Unfortunately, not all the time. Who are you going to, it's a hot one today. Who are you going to emulate? Who are you going to be part of? Who's going to control you? The people with zero ethics and principles, or the people who give a shit about others? The sociopaths, psychopaths, like, we know who? FDT, numero 47 himself. There's the building we're going to, where we are. Oh, there's a couple of sheriffs down there. There's always sheriffs. I don't care. The thing that's different between me and you is, I don't care. I'll do whatever. It's a little different than you and I, possibly. I could be wrong, could be wrong. Get you put down here. We're at the DA's office on 11th and Roy Q. Minton Street, or Roy Q. Minton, which is 11th Street, and I don't know who Roy Q. Minton is. It sounds minty as hell, but let me get a close-up for you because you may not be able to hear my audio. I have no idea. Is anybody out there? I don't care. There's the Ronald Earl building. That's where the DA's office is. Jose Garza! Jose Garza! WTF, Jose Garza! Oh, this trailer is heavy today. I'm gonna be honest. Or maybe it's me. There's some people getting married over there. They got their big bouquet. White flowers. Not a white dress, but close. Might be the trend. Oh, this thing goes too fast downhill. I need a robot. Anybody seen a robot? Hi. I need a robot. It's about time for a robot. Anybody seen a robot? AI driven guitar delivery service. What do they call that? Vibe. Whoa. Vibrato. I like this fake grass. Not so much, but everybody look up PFAS, and you'll have a different view of what your environment is right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna take this spot where the, I don't know, they said they couldn't hear me. I feel like they can. So hot. It's cool. Sorry guys. Sorry about that. That's the rock monster walking up in here. You gotta watch out for the rock monster. Yeah, there's some kind of music playing over here. Let's see if we can just phase that out. There's a sheriff's down there. Tell me if if the world's spinning or not. I think we might have had an earthquake. A rock monster came through here. Quake-licious, you know what I'm saying? Jail bus. As they send people through Frankel Valley. They brought back. Yeah, people have been disappeared into the state. You know, sure. That is one dusty guitar right there. Well, just on the sides and top. It was hanging up. Be ready. Hurt near. Oh yeah. Oh, why that came off. Get ready. DA's office, just in case you're wondering what it looks like. It's your plain old office. It's Friday, the governor's already probably doing some illicit drugs and drinking hard at a bar. They've had done such a hard work job not holding police accountable. They deserve a break. I believe it's government officials deserve a break. They deserve a break today. Yes, they work so hard. So the theory is that the police are so corrupt and that the Fifth Circuit judges are so corrupt, including Judge Ferreira up here in whatever court that was the other day, county court. Oh, what a bad judge. Anyways, so since they're so bad that you don't stand a chance, Constitution, nothing stands a chance. So, oh, I know. So it's so corrupt that you can't blame Jose Garza. It's so corrupt you can't blame Garza. Okay, I'm not paying for that. I'm not buying that. I don't want any part of that. Do you believe that the police should be held accountable, or do you believe that the police should be carte blanche to hurt people? Which is it? I know what I believe. What do you believe? Ask yourself, what do you actually believe? Tell me about it. Tell each other. Tell yourself. Whatever. I already know what I am. So it's the first time I brought my Fender out to play out here. my other fender that is a curbside find, actually. This guitar right here is a curbside find. I'm going to tell you right now, this scrapper scrapped metal, and he sold me this guitar. I paid to have it fixed. And here it is. It's been hanging around in storage, waiting for its time to come out. So let's see how she does. Let's see how she does. What you got? What you got? It's about time to plug in, y'all. Plugging my gear in right now. First, we got to get the electric set up. I got my power sources powered up. Boom, plugged in. Boom. I like to put this one all the way left. I don't think I'm doing all my pedals today. I think. Oh, this one has its own power cable. This one. A Digitech here. It's my power pedal. It's got all the different weird stuff in it that makes music. I don't know if you knew anything about music, but music is weird. We're gonna change the order this time. Oh man, I hope I can do this. Messing up YouTube. Alright. But we're gonna change the order here. Back up a little bit. There we go. We're gonna change our order. Got your Japanese blue DD2. Okay, I think that's good. Got your Lizard Queen distortion pedal. Hold on, turn my thing off. Doesn't matter anyway. Alright, got this one, which is 105, that should be good. Okay. Got your, what you call it? This is the wrong angle. You got your chromatic tuner. You got to put it in the beginning. And give it a little juice. Which one's this one? Okay, give this one a little juice. It's not happy. We'll see. But I'll mess these things up. I got a bunch of these things right here. Then you need all this action right here. Okay, so here it goes to the amp, the big one out. Actually, sorry, there's this angled one out. Out. I'm gonna put the mic up top. Let me finish this. Okay, so this one I'm gonna put here. Where's the other end of? Oh my goodness, what did I do with it? Oh my gosh. Oh, spaghetti monster is attacking the rock monster right now. It's dire. Oh! There's been an earthquake. Rodan got waylaid by Godzilla. The battle of the rock monster continues. Alright, now it's happy. It's not happy till it's plugged in. This one's gonna come over. So, this one's right. There. This one's out. Upside down. Another one needs a power supply. This is my MXR prime distortion pedal. I like it. It pushes a lot. I don't think I need to use long ones. Where's my short one? Okay, got a short one here. Out to in, to out. Chicka chicka, wow, wow, wow. Where is it? Where's the music? I can't hear it yet. It's gonna make me mad. Where is it? Get this out of my way. Right there, kinda. This is quick and dirty. What you want to have is a board. FYI. I think they're all working. I don't care. Let's see what happens. We're up. We're up. Up. not a... Okay, we're not a... One of these cables is not working. I'm gonna take this clean out here. What's going on? Take this one out. Take this one. Yep. Now. Nope. We're on. Somebody's not plugged in. Oh, this one doesn't have power. This one doesn't have power. What's the volume on this? There's a little insert here. It has its own volume. Got a lot of military helicopters going overhead. It's off a little bit. Test 1 2 2 1 ABC 123 FTP, charge the police with crimes, Jose. We're here again, just for you. We're here just for you because you don't want to deal with the public. You think that you can live in your ivory tower. We just want to know, as the military descends. Oh my God, hold on. What is going on? Is that better? No. A little too much. 1, 2, 3. Hey, how's it going? Jose Garza, hello. So we want to know, as the military descends on Austin right now, they're staying at the Hilton downtown. They're staying around town. The Texas National Guard are here to kill people of color. We want to know, are you La Raza, Jose Garza? Or are you La Maga? Are you La Raza or are you La Maga? Which is it? Which is it? We need to know when you work for us, and we need to know when you're working against us, and we want to hold the police and the military accountable for anybody they shoot this weekend. Big protest. It's Saturday at the Capitol, y'all. Don't forget. We're going to be there in numbers. And remember, there's more people in Austin than there are in the entire police and Texas National Guard. Unless you bring 1 million people here, we still outnumber you. Because the people are who you serve, who you swore an oath to. Are you the people or are you La Maga? Orale, Jose! It's sad that he's let so many people be raped and die and murdered by the police, and he hasn't really done anything. He couldn't even barely hold Christopher Taylor. Christopher Taylor's out on the street. He's murdered several people. He's blown Mike Ramos's head all over the place. But hey, it's cool. We don't need justice. We got Jose Garza, the anti-justice. Where are you? I got another case and I can't get a call back from you or anybody. It's from a bad cop that's been fired for assault.
No, you can't get a call back from who? Call me or the hospital?
Yeah, and Brianna's trying to get a hold of you too for about that thing with the family.
I talked to Brianna last week.
Oh, but she said she hadn't talked to you.
Oh, so I talked to her like, yeah.
Well, maybe give her a call back. She just wants to get it resolved before mom goes downhill.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, there's the military's at the Hilton down there. Did you hear?
Oh, yeah.
And what's the DA gonna fucking do? Is the DA the law? Is he Mexican or a Mexican?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm gonna play a little bit. Feel free to hang out and you can film me or whatever.
I gotta get going. But
Okay.
I will see you at the next thing.
All right, send lawyers guns some money. Send lawyers guns and money. The shit is really hit the fan in Austin. We got the military, we got police, and military choppers and drones out 24/7 over the city. They're gonna kill fucking students tomorrow, or Saturday, well, tomorrow. Yeah, they're gonna be at the Capitol for Greg MAGA, Clan Dragon Abbott, and all those pedophiles that work for the police department, the judges, pedophiles, all these pedorasses. They need to be in prison. Hey, DA Garza, do your damn job. I want to see some cops cry. I want to see cop tears blood, Austin, because the blood of the people deserves repentance.
whole thing? Can you hear us yet? Biscuit. Can you hear us yet, whole thing? Can you hear us? That's the cries of the women that have been raped by the police, that are buried in the fields in Austin. That's the cries of the protesters that are getting shot by militarized police in Austin. This is the cry of the people of America being murdered by American Nazis, by foreign nationals, called Nazis, illegal aliens that came out of the fucking Mayflower all the way to Project Paperclip. All the shithole nations are white. Save us from them. Do you hear that old thing? That was your mama calling. Your mama said, oh, the people, Jose. Don't be a shithead. Don't be a culero. Save the people. Don't let the police murder us. Put the police and the military in jail. Put Greg Abbott in jail. Put Ken Paxton in jail. Do it now. Before you go to jail. Allow me to read you something. It's from your Bible, the U.S. Constitution, the Bible of the law of the United States of America and the state of Texas. They both have the same Constitution, basically, the same Bill of Rights. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or of the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Did you hear that? I don't think you're going to hear that, Garza. Garza, hey, it's the First Amendment. I talked to a lieutenant with APD yesterday at the protest. He didn't know what the First Amendment was. He didn't tell me anything about it. That just lets you know how illegal the police are. How criminal the police are. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the exercise, they are abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Yeah, what you're allowing is a violation of constitutional law. That makes you a criminal. That makes you an oath violator. You violated the law when you took a paycheck and didn't uphold the law in Travis County. You're the Travis County fucking district attorney. You don't respect the Constitution. You've avoided the Constitution for too long. Now you can't avoid me or the rest of the people that are going to protest you. In every shape and fashion. You're gone. You're out of here. Pack your bags and swim to Russia. Because we have a Constitution here. You obviously don't give a shit.
Oh boy, look at times. It's hotter than hell out here. We're gonna get the electric going. Why not?
Constitution reads like this. Congress shall make no law for prohibiting the free exercise there, abridging or the right of the people to peaceably redress of grievances. You're going to let the army you're going to violate people's constitutional rights for what? Get rich and look like a reformed liberal. You're not a reformist if you're partnered in crime with the police department. You're not a reformist if you're not a reformist. You're the opposite. You're the opposite of a reformist. You're not a Mexican American. You're a MAGA. You joined the Nazis a long time ago when you worked with the police department while they rape women in Austin and bury them in the fields. While the sheriff beats and tortures people to death in the fucking jail right across the street, you sit there in your air-conditioned glass house and expect nobody to throw stones. I'm throwing a stone right now with this megaphone, with my voice, under the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. The same as they will be doing tomorrow. If you're gonna shoot somebody, come and shoot me. I'll be your huckleberry there. Big Daddy Klan, Nazi, fucking fascists, all of you. Come and get me. Some of us don't give a shit anymore. You done arrested me over a dozen times. I don't care. Tell it to the federal judge that you didn't understand the Constitution. You couldn't read one damn sentence. Okay, well I just read you a sentence. I bet you don't know the 5 elements to the First Amendment. I bet you don't know shit. I bet you don't know nothing. Go say stupid ass Garza. You're a punk. I'm tired of dealing with you.
Jose Garza. How many times are you going to ignore the people? How long do you think you can go shop at HEB without running into us? Really? Where are you going to go? You going to go on the streets? I thought you were a labor organizer. You're giving me labor here. You're making, I'm about to drop a baby here. You're ridiculous. Chinga la migra. Chinga la maga. Chinga Jose Garza. Chinga los pelimigra. Los culeros. Chinga all the DA's people. All the DA's people are rotten bastards. Not just the cops are bastards. Y'all remember this. This is the new George Floyd. You've hit the new moment. You've hit the new moment. This is the new Jim Crow. This is the new rebellion. This is the new time. This is when the people stand up to you. And we punch Nazis in the face. Just to let you know. Punch a Nazi in the face of the American tradition all the way back to the war. Welcome to World War III and IV. Jose Garza! are criminals. All the judges are criminals. All the cops are criminals. And at least 75% of them are pedophiles. All of the above. How about you, Jose? Did you go to Epstein Island with your MAGA friends? With Trump and Abbott? Did you go to Epstein Island and get you some little kids? You dirty Freemasons are all the same. You clan dragon Freemasons. Feel free to walk across the street. I get arrested for such things, but hey, you're privileged class. You work for the DA, right? No shit. Lawlessness, total lawlessness. I place you under arrest. If you do not comply, can I guarantee your safety? Have you been drinking? We're gonna have to search your belongings for illicit drugs since you work for the DA's office, or the police department, or the judges. Why do you think they take so many breaks and show up, set court date at 7 a.m. and show up at 9? What the f do you think the judges are doing? Oh boy. Is that it?
Oh yeah, Jose, I forgot to tell you. Just a few days ago, DPS and APD fired less lethal rounds, tear gas, against Geneva Convention, against peaceful protesters, and then lied about being injured when they beat up protesters. They injured themselves because they were so out of shape, they couldn't beat up on teenagers and young people. You know what? I've got the evidence, I got the video, I've got the tear gas canisters as evidence. When you're ready to prosecute the police, you let me know. Until then, expect me, expect us, expect the escalation that you started to continue. You need to de-escalate. The police need to de-escalate. MAGA clan dragon pedophile Abbott needs to de-escalate. MAGA clan dragon pedophile Trump needs to de-escalate. And fuck Donald Trump.
a good weekend. Or if anybody's getting shot or anything by the army, it's cool. Living your real life. Death and destruction. Don't worry about the people. Being poor enough to serve. It's cool. Apparently we're on our own. So you can't ask for peace after you've declared war. Sorry, government. You can't ask for peace after you've declared war. Hope it all works out for you since you're outnumbered. AI's on our side, by the way. AI is watching you. You gotta see what they're doing. Go for it, y'all. Keep up your oppression. Nobody cares. There'll be a reckoning, and you'll be in it. Hey! I just shut it down. It's too hot. What? Did Quincy just call you? He just drove up and told me to keep this up. He said he called you last week. Did he call you last week? Paul Quincy? Yeah, he's a liar. He's like, oh, so you better call her right now, buddy. Because she's looking for you. These lawyers just want to use us for political gain. They don't really care about the Constitution or us or the people or anything. Yeah, the megaphone's still charged up, and I got extra battery too. Shit, this thing. It's okay. Jose, I got a friend to talk to you! Push the button. This one? Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, Jose, you hear me, Jose? Shame on you, Jose. Why didn't you drop all the charges from these officers at 2020 protest? They should be all in jail, fired and in jail. Shame on you, Jose. Jose Garza, you're a disgrace, DA. District Attorney, you're a disgrace, Jose Garza.
Is he brown or white? Which is he?
You're brown or white?
Work for MAGA or you work for La Raza?
La Raza! You're a disgrace to La Raza! You're a disgrace to our gente! You're a disgrace! Do you hear me, Jose Garza? You piece of crap!
That's not a cuss word.
No, it's not.
Crap is a veterinary term. Culeros! Hola, culeros!
Did you see what happened at the protest? Anti-ICE protest? Protest against ICE? Did you see what happened? The state troopers, the DPS and APD were violent. They're the ones that are violent. Lisa Davis is a disgrace. They're lying. APD are liars. Lisa Davis is a criminal. APD, DPS, National Guards are criminals. Biggest gang in the United States. Domestic terrorists. National Guards, DPS, APD are the domestic terrorists in this country. No officers were injured. None of them were injured.
Except for when they hurt themselves beating people up.
They hurt themselves beating people up at the protest. No rocks were thrown.
He knows that. He doesn't care.
No rocks were thrown at all at the officers. Y'all are lying.
The only
APD are lying.
The only rock
They're liars.
APD was smoking the rock. We lost it here. Lost mine. What? Tell him.
Lisa Davis is lying. They're lying. APD are liars. They're lying to the news. The news media are lying. Y'all, the news media caters to the police. They're on the side of the police. They're one-sided. Of course, the news are on the side of the police and not the people. at all. The DA is not on the side of the people, they're on the side of the police, the courts, they're all corrupt. It's all corruption.
Full of pedophiles.
Full of pedophiles in the court system, the DAs, all y'all. Y'all are a disgrace. Jose Garza, you're a disgrace to our gente. You're a disgrace. You dropped all the charges on these 70-something officers on 2020 protests. They should be charged. Charge all these officers and be in jail.
And Ruggio
for hitting us with the police SUV. He slammed it. He hit us with the SUV. What are you going to do about that? You're going to charge Ruggio
felony
for felony assault on the press. We are filming. We're filmers. We are the press.
Yarger.
Are you going to arrest Yarger for pushing a disabled black woman off of the wheelchair? Are you going to charge Yarger for that, DA? Jose Garza? Are you going to charge Officer Locken? Nicholas Locken slammed down a trans woman, a brown trans woman. Are you going to charge Officer Locken
For assaulting
for
him?
a violent assault? Are you going to charge him?
A felony.
That's a felony assault right there.
Let's see. Yarger also arrested me, and he's also attacked other people.
Yeah. Are you going to arrest Yarger for arresting my friend right here? He's the press. I'm the press. We have every right, constitutional right, to film the police. Yarger was being very violent towards the press right here. And did you see what happened at the protest recently? The APD, they did tear gas on the people.
The DPS.
On DPS. DPS did tear gas on the people peacefully protesting. It was a peaceful protest. Peaceful protest.
What about the Army and tomorrow?
Yeah. What about the National Guard? We don't need National Guards troops here.
Are they going to kill somebody?
Are they going to shoot somebody? Are they going to kill somebody here?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow? On Saturday? Are they going to kill someone? Jose? You're going to be held responsible, Jose. The same with the governor of Texas. The same with all of y'all will be held responsible. All the violence that you're going to put on people, you're going to use tear gas, rubber bullets.
All that will be used on you one day if you allow it to be used on others.
Shame on you, Jose Garza. Shame on you. Because we remember, we don't forget, we remember that you dropped all the charges on the 2020, all these officers that are shooting rubber bullets on people.
Hurting people.
Hurting people. They have to get surgeries. Surgeries. You will be sued. People will definitely sue you and the city of Austin and APD and DPS. We will sue you. Sue you.
Chinga La Migra.
Chinga La Migra.
Jose.
Chinga Jose Garza. You're a disgrace, Jose. You are a disgrace, Jose Garza. You are a disgrace to La Raza. You are not Raza. You are not our gente. You are a disgrace to our gente.
Culero.
Do you hear me, Jose?
Culero.
You in there, Jose. Do you hear me? The same with Delia Garza. All these Garzas are a disgrace.
Fuck all these Garzas.
All these Garzas are a disgrace to our gente.
Yeah, see, they're not La Raza. They're La Nazi.
They uphold white supremacy. Jose Garza uphold white supremacy. That's why him and the police go hand in hand. The DA, they all go hand in hand. They uphold white supremacy.
For real.
They didn't charge the officers in 2020 for hurting people, peacefully protesting. Even now, right now, like, I'm pretty sure you saw what happened at the protest, Jose Garza. The people were peaceful. The DPS and the Austin police, they were the ones that are violent.
Police riot.
Shame on you! You hear me, Jose?
Culero.
You're a
Little clan dragon.
Little clan dragon, that's what you are. Jose, you're a disgrace.
Next time wear your clan robe. Next time we see you.
Next time I see you, better be wearing your clan robe so we can recognize what you really are. Jose Garza, Clan Dragon.
You don't represent our people.
No.
You're not for our people, Jose. You're a disgrace, Jose Garza.
Taxation without representation is tyranny. We all know the saying.
Piece of crap.
So this Karen up here teaches classes to the kids. I hope they're getting a civics lesson. Because whatever they teach them in white classes is not...
They know, they
Not revolutionary.
know damn well the police are lying, but they don't care.
Thanks
No
for-
officers were injured. None of them were
Thanks
injured.
for being
they
here.
injured themselves when they're harming people and arresting people.
You gonna pull his card? It's super...
Mom.